Hey, it's Pat Flynn, and you're listening to List Building Live, our first ever virtual audio summit right here on the SPI podcast, where each day we release about 6 mini episodes to help you grow your email list. Why? Because you don't own social media, but you should own your audience. So each day for 3 days in a row, we are bringing you people directly from Liz's and my communities to share what's working to grow your email list today. That's right, no quote unquote experts or 8-figure entrepreneurs talking about what worked for them years ago. Just regular creators like you who are working towards making a living online. Enough talking, let's get into it.
Hey, Jen, I'm really excited to hear what is the one way you've been growing your email list that has seen some really fun results.
My name is Jen Chapin, and I am a nurse actually who works full-time, but I do YouTube on the side, and I've been online for quite a while. But most recently, I have had the most success building my email list using Pinterest.
Okay, so what are you doing on Pinterest that is helping you grow?
So a couple months back, I saw some things online about people using Pinterest to grow their email list, and it's one of those things that I had never really thought about because I thought, in my head, I don't know why I thought that Pinterest was a dead platform. But since I am in the food and cooking niche, it's kind of silly of me not to be using it actually for building my list, because that's what a lot of people go to Pinterest for, is to find recipes. And so really what I've been doing is taking my library of content, my YouTube videos, and repurposing them into blog posts with freebie opt-ins. So people really want the printable recipe PDF, and they're able to get that by clicking through from my pin, and then they get added to my email list, and then I can have them in my ecosystem, obviously, to sell them other offers or direct them towards my Substack. And it's been working really well.
That's so cool. So tell me, on a scale of 1 to 10, like how would you describe the level of difficulty that like creating the pins, getting them up and getting the traffic is?
I would say for me, it's probably a 5 or a 6, but I'm someone who really enjoys kind of the design process of the pins in Canva. I can see if you don't enjoy that, it might be less compelling for you, but I really do kind of enjoy that creative process of making the pins that are compelling and that people want to click on. There is kind of some research involved in terms of Pinterest because it does function like a search engine. And so you really have to do, a little bit of research, and it's not hard. It's just finding what people are searching for. For example, they're not searching for slow cooker dinners, they're searching for crock pot dinners, right? And so sometimes there's a little bit of a difference in what people are looking for. But as soon as you kind of get the hang of it, I would say it really only takes me around 90 minutes a week to do the research and batch the pins. And then I schedule them out, so they're continuously going up on my page and I don't have to be posting every day like I do on Instagram.
Okay, so 90 minutes, are you doing that all at once, or is this something that it's like, oh, I'm doing it a half an hour here, a half an hour there?
No, I usually do it all at once, like on a Sunday afternoon.
Oh my gosh, say less. I love this so much. And there was one word that stood out to me when you were talking about creating the pins, and that's the word compelling. Can you give us maybe like 1 or 2 things that you see on Pinterest or you do yourself that make that pin compelling?
Yes. So the key that I have found is that on Pinterest, people look at a lot of pins and they save a lot of pins, right? But you're not going to get them on your list unless you can get them to click through. And so really you can use the pin almost as like a hook. And then to get the payoff, they have to click over to your site. So whether that's your blog or a landing page or wherever you're directing them to. So instead of saying, my mason jar salads stay fresh for 5 days, you would say something like how I keep my mason jar salads fresh for 5 days, and then, click to learn the secrets or something like that. I just pulled that off the top of my head. So I'm not sure it's the best
She's
example,
good.
but you get the point.
No, you sound great. I'd love to know, well, number one, did you mention how long you've been doing Pinterest? And on average, do you know how many leads you're getting per month or however you measure?
So This is one of the things I think that helped me is that I do have an older, more established Pinterest account. So I pretty much had a Pinterest account since it was created in whatever year that was, right? And so, once you're able to switch your account over to a business account, that basically gives you kind of advanced analytics on, who's clicking through your pins, what your audience demographics are like. So I would say, if you're starting brand new and you don't have a Pinterest account, it might take a little bit more time for you to ramp up. I was able to revive my account in 2 months and I hadn't touched it for years. And in that 2-month period, I got 465 email signups through Pinterest. Brand new people on my list.
Holy mackerel, y'all. If I had 465 people in the room with me right now, I would be crushed. I love that so much. And I love that, Jen, you just mentioned, it took you about 2 months to revive the account because, listen, y'all, when I tell you we have been trying to revive the Smart Passive Income Facebook page that has about 180,000 people. We've been at it for about a month now, and it is slow. I think it's going to take us a lot more than 2 months. We've got 180K, and we posted something this morning, and it's got 12 likes. Right? It just feels a little like wah wah wah. So I'm all in with Pinterest. This is so amazing, Jen. Congratulations on the literal hundreds of people you are now helping and serving. That's really exciting. If we want to join your list and get among those people, how can we do that today?
Yeah, so I have a free guide you can download. It's called You're Sleeping on Pinterest. And it shows kind of the Pinterest to profits pipeline. We gotta love the alliteration there. But really the goal is to get those people on your list so that then they can get to know you. They're in your ecosystem and they can buy your products. So yeah, I have the link available for that free download and you can grab it there.
Okay, awesome. That link will be in the show notes. I'm so excited. Thank you so much, Jen. This was awesome.
Okay, another great list building strategy from one of our amazing community members. I just love seeing people find ways to grow that I didn't even think of. That's something I've always loved about being in communities with other entrepreneurs. It's just so inspiring and motivating at the same time. If you need that in your list, a group of business peers to help you take what you're learning here at this event and turn it into real action, come join us inside the SPI community. Not only will you finally have people keep you accountable, you'll have all the resources you need to make a living online, not just with email marketing, but content creation and monetization as well. And right now, we're offering 50% off and some other fun bonuses just for List Building Live listeners. And that's you. Just go to smartpassiveincome.com/list live and use code 26list, that's 26LIST, to grab this special rate. Smartpassiveincome.com/list live and use code 26LIST.